What is going on, guys? DBG here, and it's kind of late at night. It's like midnight right now. I'm tired. Just got back from basketball practice. Gotta get this video done. Gotta shower and gotta get to bed. But videos don't make themselves. So we have TYDEBO'S tier list right here. We got something that we want to react to. So we have Ty's tier list. So he made a tier list today of the best players in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM, and we're going to be reacting to it. So obviously it goes up to Ty. He's only 1.2 thousand subs away from 90k. And also, lads, if you guys are new to this channel, subscribe. We are right now, how many? We're like 1,650. We've gained like 50 subs over the last 3 days. We're like 1,650 off to 85k, which we're trying to hit by the end of April. So we got about a month, 1,500. We're going to be close. We're going to be close. But anyway, now let's get on to it. Let's go.
8,000 subscribers, guys. Started off here with Alex English. And here's the thing, guys. We're gonna go
Has to be B. No. C. Really, Ty? Really, Ty?
for each and every one of these players. Try to get it done pretty quickly, but Alex English is one of these guys that if you got him, you got one of the top, if not, a top shooting guard in the game, especially on next gen. Melo's release on current gen is not great, but on next gen is just fine. I mean, when you talk about Alex English, he's like A or B. I mean, it's just one of those two tiers. How many shooting guards in the game right now are better than Alex English? And that's really the question you got to ask yourself. I like Alex English.
AD maybe.
Again, how many players are Alex English's level one shooter in the game?
Maybe AD.
Something we got to talk about. Even with Anthony Davis, right? Because here's the deal.Alex English and Anthony Davis are completely different, but
I think AD might be better.
When we talk about Anthony Davis, we're talking about a shooting guard at 6'10", who again is elite. I mean, there's no other way to phrase it. Anthony Davis is elite, quick jump shot, fundamental dribble style, just great defensively. I think the biggest thing for this Anthony Davis is that he's got his release on quick, and I think that's so important. Again, dribbling wise, you can't ask for too much out of it. I think he's better at small forward than anywhere else, to be honest with you. But you
give him range. You need him to give him range.
Gets boosted with down. Three ball gets to where it needs to be at 6'10". Good player model. I'm gonna put him right in Alex English because I think you can make the case either of these parts.
I'll see what he has. I'm not going to argue. I think he should be a tier ahead English, but it's not. It's close.
And they might move up, but so far we're going to start with them in B tier. Artis Gilmore, I think, is an A tier player, at least an A tier center in my team. 7'2", 7'5" wingspan. Again, how many players can do everything Artis can do, and how many players are going to be better than Artis on the defense end of the court? I think it's a really short list. Jump shot, one on quick. Look, guys, I don't know what your guys' thoughts on it. I think it's one of the smoothest, easiest releases to green in all of the game. So, combine that with the decent release. His defense is amazing. I think Artis Gilmore is at least A tier. Ben Wallace is an interesting one. I think right now what I'm going to do.
AD, yeah, he's about to do the right thing. AD, I think Ben Wallace is on the same tier as Alex English in terms of like Alex English gives you more offense, Ben Wallace defense. I think AD just is better.
I'm going to move AD up because I do think AD is a little bit better than Ben Wallace. Now,
Ben Wallace is so good. He's so good.
I just think AD is three balls better. I mean, and for the majority of you guys watching this video, yes, I get it. Ben Wallace is going to be better on defense. I get it. Ben Wallace maybe has a quicker release. It is on very quick. But what I would say is this. Ben Wallace isn't as tall. Ben Wallace doesn't have as many hotspots. Ben Wallace is just not quite to that next level good. But for his price, I do think Ben Wallace is incredible. And B tier is no slouch for Big Ben. Bill Walton, guys, I'm sorry.
He's not bad.
But if we're talking about the best players in my team, he's not.
He is D tier. He's not bad, though.
Sitting here slandering Bill Walton. It's just me saying there are way better guards in my team right now than Bill Walton. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, Ty, he's got shitty dribble style. Okay. But look at his dribble six. They're not.
You're not going to use it, though.
He's 6'11", but he is.
I agree. He's probably D tier.
Defensively, he's good, but he is 6'11", so he's going to get mashed. He might be C tier. He might get moved up. But right now, we're going at D tier. Next up, we do have Diamond Bulbul. Diamond Bulbul is so tough. I'm not saying he's tough.
I'll give you that.
Diamond Bulbul.
I don't disagree.
And I'm not talking about the center position, because at the center position, yeah, you can make the case there's so many better centers in the game. But how many power forwards in the game can do what Diamond Bulbul can do? And
no,
it's not just about the stats. It's not just about the badges. It's
unique. He's 7'2"
with an incredible player model. Player model means more than anything in the game. Has the KP base, Brook Lopez base, which is absolutely incredible. I like Bulbul more than the average person, and I like Cade Cunningham more than the average person too. Problem with Cade Cunningham is he's just a month old. He just doesn't have any high defensive badges, and that's really what it comes down to. Offensively speaking, he is really solid. Shooting style, Scotty behind the back, jump shot 80 on quick. Really no flaws in the card. Outside, we've got guys that can do way more than Cade Cunningham.
S
at this point. Cedric Maxwell, our first S tier player. In my opinion, right now, easily the best shooting guard in the game. And not even that's talking about.
I agree with every single one of these. I agree with every single one of these so far.
Give me Cedric Maxwell. Like
how the hell for two people to play such a different style of play two completely different modes primarily. I cannot disagree with a single one of these positions.
Well, Iguodala was a thing. Okay, I want Cedric Maxwell. Base 3 on very quick dribble style, great tendencies. He can do no wrong. It's just quite honestly that simple for Cedric Maxwell. And Chris Mullin is up there as well. Now, Chris Mullin might get moved down. It's just something.
Mullin S.
But a lot of people like Chris Mullin more than Cedric Maxwell. And I can't.
Yeah, it's like a move.
He's just as good at basically everything. He's a better shooter. I just don't think he moves quite as well as Cedric Maxwell. Christian Laettner is our first C tier caliber player.
Yeah,
and
I
when
agree.
I say C tier, it's not me saying he's bad. It's just
I agree.
I don't think he's necessarily that next level good. He's not bad, right? And he's at C tier for a reason.
No, his stats are only okay. I agree.
He does have the Kevin McHale upper fundamental dribble style. Like there's a lot to like about Christian Laettner. He just isn't that next level good. He is C tier.
I agree.
Cincy Powell. I'm gonna go B tier. I know a lot of people didn't like where I had Cincy in my last tier list, whatever. Look, guys, Cincy's good.
Maybe he's A. Maybe he's A.
The problem is he's only 6'7". The problem is he doesn't have quick. He has shit.
Player build's tiny.
Base isn't what it was last year. He's solid all the way around, but is he worth grinding for? Probably not. Is he worth playing if you got him? Objectively, probably not. He's at B tier. I said C tier. I meant B tier. Clyde the God. Here's somebody we gotta talk about with Clyde.
A.
I think he is S tier, and we'll maybe move some.
For me, he's the third best point guard in the game.
I just know where I'm going with point guard, so I'm gonna put him at B tier. But here's the deal. Before the last point guard drop that we're going to get to later on, Clyde was and is the most complete point guard in the game. Quick dribble style, jump shot, 5.
He was Jordan before Jordan. He's the closest thing we have to Jordan. He's the closest thing we have to Jordan.
He is so good, absolutely.
Clyde is basically Jordan, but nobody has him. He's very, very similar to Jordan.
Elite in my team. Gallinari, we're going to go C tier with him. Again, just one of these cards that I like, and C tier is not bad. Again, these are the best of the best, though. And for this stage, I do not think Gallo does enough to be any higher than C tier. We still got a lot of cards left, so let's keep going. Danny Ferry, I guess I got to put in B tier. If since he's in B tier, Ferry's got to be a B tier.
No.
I do not love Danny Ferry, though, and I want you guys to be 100% honest with me. What does Ferry really do on the basketball court? I know he's got a lot
everything.
Of quick dribble style.
Literally everything.
Base 98 on quick. Like, he does some things well.
Literally everything.
But is it enough to really play the card? I don't think so. There's so many players that are better than Danny Ferry. Just look up.
I'm sorry. Ferry and Bull, like, they're at a similar level.
With Anthony Davis. Heck.
80. No, Ferry's better, way better than 80. No, I'm not having this. Let's compare 80 and Ferry. Let's compare both of these guys. Let's do it right now. 80 and Ferry. So, let's compare. 80, Ferry has got the better player build. You said it yourself, Anthony Davis is a small forward. Ferry has the better player build, longer wingspan. 80's got plus 50 stats, but Ferry is faster. Ferry shoots the ball better. Ferry does not have as good, like, he has better perimeter, better lateral quickness, plus 6. Tendencies-wise, they're very, very similar. Better dunk tendencies on Ferry. Ferry also has got base 90 on quick, which is better, not as good as last year, but better than 80 on quick. Quick dribble style versus fundamental dribble style. Badges-wise, 56 total versus 69 total badges. I get 8 extra hops, but we're looking at 13 extra total badges. Ferry has got every badge, and also 80 doesn't even come with range. Ferry's got every other badge. Ferry is not as good he's not as good at guarding big men, which doesn't matter because neither of these guys are ever going to guard big men. Danny Ferry is straight up better than Anthony Davis. It is not a debate. Danny Ferry should be honestly in the conversation for S tier. This is the most ridiculous placement I've seen on a TYDEBO tier list in a long time. There is no situation where Danny Ferry is better than where Anthony Davis is better than Danny Ferry, unless you are looking to play 80 at the 2. At the small forward position, there is no situation where Danny Ferry is not as good as 80.
Even Ben Wallace is just as good.
No, he's not. Ben Wallace is not just as good as Danny Ferry. That's a ridiculous statement. Danny Manning's C or B. Danny Manning's so underrated.
Another just C tier player. A lot of these cards that were in the bracket buster spotlight are just going to go in that C tier where they're good cards, right? I'm running him on my nobody spent, but he's
his
not
player model is
just
huge
for the month. I don't want to run Danny Manning for the month, and that's the really big thing. But if you did grind for,
I'll give you a C tier. I agree.
At C tier, D-Rob, another S tier caliber player, and I feel like D-Rob's going.
There is no way you've still Chris Mullin
under the radar just because of how cheap he is, but he should not be going under the radar. He's the best stretch big in the game right now. And that is my honest opinion. There is not one player that is a better stretch big in the game than Dave Robinson.
He could be the best. He could be the best center.
That's really up to you.
You could argue him over
position, I think he's up there for being one of the best. DeMar DeRozan is horrible. You know, I'm not saying
he's
that.
Not horrible.
I'm saying that out of honesty. DeMar DeRozan is legitimately horrible. Now,
no, he's not. He's horrible to run competitively. He's not horrible. He's like C tier, D tier, but he's not horrible.
Here's what he's got. Right, shifty dribble style does have Traber base on quick, but defensively he is terrible. He is absolutely awful.
He's not good defensively.
Nobody should ever run DeMar DeRozan, and I'm saying that.
I agree that there's no C tiers. You have him in the right tier. For his price, you probably should never run him, but he's not horrible.
Being completely honest with you guys. Dove Shea is up next, and we might go B tier, but we might drop him down to C tier. Now, the reason I think Dove Shea is B tier is because of his being diamond and what he's been in the past. The problem is, he's only 6'8", he's got
Psycho Tease is
because of that, I'm going to move him down to C tier. I know a lot of you guys are going to get mad because you love Dolphin. It's not me saying Dolphin.
I'm not going to disagree. I think that's
so
fair.
It's not even close. Dude, Dwight Howard is the most overrated card we have seen.
Dwight Howard is not that much better than Bill Walton. He's really not.
This entire year. And
he's not 2 tiers better than Bill Walton.
I mean, yes, defensively, you're looking at one of the best players in the game. But my thing is, a 74 3-ball, you don't get a boosted unless you have a specific coach. Combine that with mid shooting badges. He's just mid Dwight. I mean, that's really him. I'm sorry if you locked in for Dwight Howard. I think you got a very mediocre guard in my team. Dwayne Wade, the opposite of mediocre. I'm going to put him, I got to put him in B tier just to balance my point guard.
I'd honestly consider putting him in A. I honestly would consider putting him in A.
And I like Cade just a little bit more than D-Wade, but I really like Dwayne Wade. He might get moved up to A tier just because of how much I love this card and how good I think this card is.
He's really good.
Up to A tier. We'll do a balancing act later on, but right now,
he's really good. I agree.
Just off of a quick look, we got to move some things around. Bill Walton down.
Bill Walton should not. No. Bill Walton and Dwight Howard are so similar. You cannot have Dwight Howard in B tier and Bill Walton in F tier. That is ridiculous. Bill Walton's not great, but I mean, he's not. He's basically just as good as Dwight.
Let's go ahead and move Manning, Christian late.
No. They're both better than Danilo Gallinari.
Down, Gallo down. I like this a little bit more. I might
move Dwight down. Dwight does not belong in that tier.
Howard down. Maybe Cincy Powell gonna get moved down. But I do.
Wow, Cincy? Really?
Like this just that little bit more. Mobley, he's okay, right? He's okay, but he's very limited. He has to fit your playstyle because
he's not that much worse than AD. I don't care what anyone says. He's basically just AD.
Because he is very limited on the court. He's
so
a really
is
good
AD.
defensive player. He's super long. He's 7 feet.
But like, if Mobley's limited, so is AD.
Too. But again, he has to fit exactly what you do. Is he as good as Alex English? No, Alex English is probably A tier, but I don't think Mobley is that next level good.
How is he 2 tiers less than AD?
He's just extremely limited on the basketball.
But so is AD.
Love up next.
But like, if Mobley's limited, so is AD. They're basically the same player.
Again, not even close to being.
Peyton is way too high. Get Peyton down a tier. Peyton is not as good as DeRozan. It's not even close.
Wayne Wade's level. I think for this time, and you guys can hate me, but I think for this time, he's probably C tier, maybe up to D tier. Still really good on the defense, but in the court, problem is jump shot 40 on normal time. You are not getting that shot off. You're just not. Jump shot 40 on normal time for this era is just not it. We got 2 of our Giannis's up. This Giannis gonna go in A tier. The Beast
Giannis. No, Beast Giannis. I'm telling you, I get it. Competitive level, I get it. Your Giannis at 78 Hall of Fame badges or something ridiculous like that. I know it was realistic like 39, but still, no, that Giannis is not that good. I agree. Out of position, Giannis is S tier. The Beast Giannis is not A tier. That Beast Giannis, there is no way he's better than Danny Ferry. Let me compare these guys. Oh no, this is a joke of a comparison. This is actually a joke of a comparison. Giannis Antetokounmpo's Beast card versus Danny Ferry. This is going to be a farce trying to compare these two guys. Like, no, there's no even debate between these two. There's not even a debate between these two guys. It's not even a debate. I get it, Ty. You won 250 with like your 78 Hall of Fame badge, Giannis. But like, badges wise, 52 versus 69, 17 extra huffs. Stats wise, Giannis is 24 better. But 42 of those stats are in passing IQ and vision, which don't matter. Giannis is a plus 13 draw foul. Other than that, you've got plus 4 speed on Giannis, plus 19 3-pointer on Ferry with a better release. You've got a better steal, better block, same lateral quickness. So defensively, they're the same. You've got 1 inch shorter on Ferry, 1 but longer wingspan. Basically the same player build. Badges-wise, Ferry can actually light it up from 3. Also, dribble style. Giannis can't move. With slasher dribble style. Ferry's got quick. This is slasher dribble style Giannis. Also, 98 on quick. He can shoot consistently. Both have half quick first step. If we look at tendencies, Giannis has terrible tendencies. You want to talk about tendencies about all these players. Ferry's got incredible tendencies. There is no situation, nobody, and I repeat, nobody is taking a base Giannis, and even Giannis with golds at it. No one is taking this Giannis with golds at it over Danny Ferry. I'm telling you right now, there's not a single person other than you that would take that.
Dark Matter Giannis is S tier. That's where I'm going, right? And those guys are locked in there. Giannis.
I agree. Dark Matter Giannis is S tier.
Opal's Galaxy. Opal is a card that I still have on my Xbox account.
Yes, you have him on your Xbox account because yours is like 50 off badges.
I like Giannis more at power forward than anywhere else, and so that's why this Giannis is where he's at. Decent enough 3-ball, obviously incredible release. Dark Matter Giannis is just another level. And that's all I can really say. He is just that next level of good. Can play shooting guard, obviously best probably small forward, but he is very, very solid. Hakeem Olajuwon, this is a tough one, right?
Well, so much better than Dwight. Move Dwight Howard down. Hakeem so much better than Dwight. It's not even funny.
Olajuwon A tier or is he B tier? My answer to that is I like Bobo more than him. I like Giannis at the 4 more than him. I like
get rid of
more
Dwight.
I'm going to leave him at B tier. And if you guys want to make the case he's A tier, I'm okay with that. But my question to you guys is going to be this, right? Release wise, set shot 18, not good. Fundamental dribble style, can't really handle the ball defensively.
Set shot 18 on quick is not a bad release. I don't care what anyone says.
He's good, but I just don't know if he's doing that much on the basketball court for you.
Move Dwight down.
I have yet to be been really cooked by Hakeem. I think there's other players at that power forward position that are just a little bit better. Hedo Turkey next. He's C tier. If you're on next gen, there's not that many shooting guards that are be better than Hedo.
He's also not a shooting guard.
And I'm not talking about budget. I'm talking about in the game. There's not that many small forwards. I might have said shooting guards that are better than Hedo. Now, if you want to argue Cincinnati's power is way better than Hedo, okay, stat wise, 100% right. But since he's not 6'10",
Hedo's movement
right, and that's the
leaner now.
issue that I have with it is Hedo's player build is way better. Movement probably might even be better. I have Hedo in C tier. John Moran up next tier, D tier. Here's the deal: is John Moran better than Gary Payton? Maybe, and so I might have to move him higher. But at least with Gary Payton, you're getting a great defense player. With Ja, what is he really doing on the court for you? I just don't know, and I don't like the Paul George.
I mean, is Ja's not that much worse on defense than Gary Payton? Like I don't like saying it, but like Ja's got 82 interior, 75 block, 93, 90. I know he doesn't have the half badges, but still, Ja's a solid on-ball defender. Plays lanes.
I'm biased for that. Quick dribble style is obviously nice. I'm gonna move him into C tier because I think he belongs there. But
yeah,
not the biggest.
I think he's better than Payton.
Up next, guys, we do have another point guard in Jalen Rose. I know Swaggy ran Jalen Rose in the 250 finals. Is Jalen Rose that level of good defensively? I don't think so, but Jalen Rose is good. 6'8", quick.
Yeah, but again, Swaggy had like 49 half badges on his Jalen. That doesn't count. Like, we can't talk really about guys running people in 250 when they're running 50 half badge cards.
Style has a decent behind the back with the moving Kawhi Leonard behind the back. I think Jalen Rose is definitely better than Ja, definitely better than Gary Payton. I think he's perfect there at B tier. Yeah. I think B tier, not as good as D-Wade Cade, but better than Gary and Ja is a perfect spot for him. James Harden, I do think, is in the C tier level point guard.
If you're going to put Harden in C, you got to move Ja and Gary Payton down.
Now, again, if you like Harden a lot more than Jalen Rose, it's really personal preference. I just think Jalen Rose's size gives you just that little bit more. A lot of people did love this Harden card. I've been cooked more by this Harden green and lightlies than nearly anybody else in the game. Jason Tatum, JT up next. Now, Jason Tatum's a tough guy to rank because I am higher on Jason Tatum than the average person, but because I have Cincy down pretty low, I'm going to have Jason Tatum with him.
I think Tatum's better than Cincy. Tatum's defense is really good. I put Tatum probably B.
You like Jason Tatum maybe more than Cincy? And here's why, and I want you guys to hear me out. Let's look at their stats. It says plus 89, but a lot of that's post moves, rebounding. I mean, stat-wise, these dudes are pretty close together.
Yeah, but like Tatum's the better defender and catch and shoot player. Cincy moves better. Player build Tatum's better. I don't think they're that similar.
You look at their animations. I know shift dribble style compared to base, but give me jump shot 107 on quick. Yeah, I'm about to say it over the X and base.
Yeah.
I'm biased. I get
107 on quick's probably better than X, I agree.
Tough in my team. Jeremy Grant, I think, is a perfect B tier.
So good.
I like Jeremy Grant more than Cincy.
I think Jeremy Grant, you could argue an A. Jeremy Grant's so good.
I like him more than Jason Tatum. I just think he does a little bit more. His height, wingspan is that extra bit solid as well. Just a 6'2" again on quick dribble style does have great tendency. You got Jeremy Grant, you got an absolutely incredible player. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Chris Bart S tier, but I will say this: if you watch my center tier list, you know I'm one to say it's hard to agree with this Kareem. I mean, you got to be locked.
Really? I actually find it easy to agree with this Kareem. That's one of the funny ones. Like, I'm actually, with these like weird fast releases, I've always been good with hard releases to agree with. Like, that was last year on current gen when everyone hated Melo release. I was sick with Melo release. It was a really weird one. I remember when I played Larry Bread. I played Larry Bread in a tournament, who in 21 current gen was like a top 3 player in Europe. And he beat me by like 3. And he was saying through the whole game, anytime I'd bring on a player with a weird release, I was just shit with him. And he just kept leaving me open. It was like I'd bring on Cliff Robinson, I'd green every single shot. With his weird, like, left, like, over the wrong side of his head jumper. Like, I'm always shit with weird releases, so I really like this base 21 on very quick. I don't know why, I really like it.
In 2 green with jump shot 21 on very quick. It's that simple. Now, if I'm fully locked, I probably will never miss with the card. But the moment you don't lock in, you about to shoot a late with Kareem. You'd be surprised by how many people cannot get that release down. Carmelo, perfect. Yeah. I don't know if y'all remember the Carmelo. I think it was in 2K. What was it? 2K19 that we had. That people put him at point guard. He was a lock and reward. He was so tough.
Yeah, 19 and lock in 2K20 Carmelo were both really good cards.
This Carmelo is basically that tough. The problem is,
like, there's been at least 13 really good Carmelones over the years, because he had a really good card in 2K18 or 2K. He had a good card in 2K18. It was a duo, I think. It was a duo with somebody. But he had a really good card in 2K7, 2K6, 15 he has pink time. Yeah, there's definitely been at least 13 good Carmelones over the years.
He's a center power forward, and it's really that simple. If he had, small forward eligibility, he'll be up there for being one of the best cards in the entire game. Carmelo is that good in my team. Kawhi Leonard.
Don't put him in S. Come on. Actually, no. Sorry. If Chris Mullin's there, yeah, he's S. Move Mullin out of there. Mullin does not belong there.
Look, I get it, guys. A lot of these small forwards,
he's better than Mullin.
Tall, they can do more. But Kawhi Leonard is still in that category. I'm sorry. Kawhi Leonard is
He's better than Mullin.
Why is Kawhi Leonard?
I'm not going to argue.
As far as on-ball defenders, there's not many more people I trust than Kawhi Leonard. As far as releasing wide open, there's not many more people that I trust to knock down open shots.
The only people I prefer as far as on-ball defenders go are Giannis and Kareem. They're literally the only on-ball defenders I prefer over Kawhi. Actually, no, it's like Ben Wallace, Giannis, Kareem. That's it.
And Kawhi Leonard. And so it's just that simple. Kawhi is the man with the plan in my team, and I still got him at that S tier. KD, I like KD. I think KD is better than Cincy Powell. I think he's better than Tatum and Hedo. I like KD still to this day.
I was thinking, is he
a dark matter KD the moment 2K is nearing its end, because that KD is going to be next level. That KD is going to be ridiculous.
KD's already a beast.
Remember, 6'9", long, lengthy, good player model. Obviously, KD based on normal time, he's okay. Shifting dribble stop can make some plays. I like KD at B tier. KG, I'm sorry, I'm going to go B tier with KG as well. I mean, look, I ran Bobo over him in 250.
Unpopular opinion, he's not unpopular opinion, he's just way better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's not even close. He's so much better than Giannis.
I'm glad I made the switch because KG is good in my team. I just don't think he's that next level good. And that's not me saying Kevin Garnett's bad. So don't twist.
He's better than Giannis. That Giannis card doesn't belong.
How do they rank up against guys?
Ty has his bias because he had his 78 Hall of Fame by Giannis.
Near that. And KG defensively is really solid. Don't like his dunk package. Release a little slow for me. That's my opinion on it. Clay.
B. Maybe C. B or C. B.
Clay is the definition, I want you guys to hear me out, of mid in my team. I'm going to organize these by positions real quick. But Clay is literally so mid, so mediocre in my team. And I get tired of people trying to make the case that, Clay is this, Clay is that. Clay is mid in my team. And
no, he's not. Clay is barely better than Ray Allen.
Can really say. I mean, I think the card is good, and I'll be the first to say it. I do think Klay Thompson's good. But when it comes down to the best of the best, I don't necessarily think Klay is that next level of good in my team. As you guys see, I'm starting to organize these cards by position in base.
Kobe's better.
I do think on current
he's better than Klay. He's better than Klay both gens.
Me, Kobe over Klay on next gen. I do think Klay is just that little bit better, but I think they're both B tier. I do think they're both better than, C tier caliber, for example, players. But I don't necessarily think either of those guys are next level good. And that's what it comes down to. Are these cards next level good? I don't think Kobe is for this stage. A card that is next level.
No, he's not. What are we doing here? Oh my God, what are we doing? LeBron can't move. What are we doing? I'm telling you, later on in the year when we get our quick shifty LeBron James, he's going to be a beast. When they eventually give LeBron James base 3 like they did Exum next year, LeBron's going to be a beast. This LeBron James is not, and I repeat, not better than Danny Ferry. He is not better than Danny Ferry. He may not even be better than Jeremy Grant. He is not better than Karl Malone. He is not better than Alex English. He is not better than Bol Bol. This LeBron James is not that good. He's not bad. He is A tier at best. Low A tier at best. Oh, come on. This is your just, this card doesn't have to actually do anything except play lanes bias.
Well, good is LeBron James.
If a card can play lanes, they're an S tier. It's literally a card can play lanes, they're S tier. But then why the hell's Ferry down in B tier? Dude, is Ben Wallace better? Ben Wallace could be better than LeBron James. I'm not even kidding. LeBron can't move with the ball in his hands. LeBron is like a much worse version of Giannis Antetokounmpo's out of position card. LeBron's not as good as AD. LeBron's maybe not even better than Mobley.
I can't really say I've used Bron that much because I haven't played too much in the last 2 weeks.
You haven't played that much with a card that is not very good. And you've still went and put him in a tier way higher than he should have been. No, LeBron's not him. I'm sorry, Bron is not him. He's fine. He's perfectly fine. That's the only way I can describe Bron is he's fine.
I can't really say I've used Bron that much because I haven't played too much in the last 2 weeks.
No.
But if you think I'm not making the best team possible and Bron's not on that team, you are absolutely crazy. That's all I can say. You're crazy. LeBron can do it all. Has a good player model. Has a decent release. King James is the real deal in my team. And this card is probably going to play for me for a very, very, very
No, he won't. I can guarantee we won't.
I'm going to, we'll move a point guard down from C tier. I'm going to move Ja Morant down. I'm sorry if you love Ja Morant.
Get Lonzo up to B tier. What are we doing here? You had Lonzo in your 250 squad. And I know it wasn't even a juice Lonzo. You just had him at the end of your bench and you played him. Get Lonzo up.
I don't like a PG base. I don't think it is at next level good.
No,
He's
get Lonzo up.
D tier. Luka is A tier in my team. The best point guard on next gen in the game.
Yeah.
On current gen, right, he's not the best point guard, right? I'll take a lot of players on current gen over Luka, but he's still solid enough on current gen. But on next gen, he's literally so good. There's no
player next gen.
On next gen. Magic Mid Johnson. Still going B tier.
Lonzo's so much better than Magic. Lonzo's so much better than Magic. Lonzo's so much better than Magic.
Defensively. Defense matters in my
Lonzo's so much better.
Solid enough defense player. More than anything because his height and wingspan. He can guard 1 through 5, and I think that is super important at that point guard position. I wish they'd fix his movement though, because it makes Magic really hard to use in my team. Our other S tier point guard is Michael Jordan. There's been some people in the community lately, and I'd argue if you combine next gen and current gen, Michael Jordan is the best overall point guard. Now, on next gen, give me Luka. On current gen, give me MJ.
I agree.
It's that simple, but they should be your 2 point guards. After them, there is who I got an A tier who I think is really solid, but neither of those guys and none of those guys are A tier outside of maybe Clyde. Could even touch those two. Now on current gen, obviously I don't know, maybe you want Wade, maybe you want K, maybe you want Clyde over Luka, but it's just one of those things on next gen. It's different. Now I'm putting Yao in A tier. Do I like Yao Ming? No. Do I hate playing against him? Yes. And so he's good. He's a cheese ball. And if he's your favorite center in the game,
if Arvydas Sabonis should be on this tier list.
Really
if Yao's in A tier, Arvydas Sabonis should be on this tier and A tier
against basically anybody. Mo Pete up next. I was one to gas Mo Pete for a while, but here's what I'm saying about Morris Peterson.
He's fine.
Do I think Morris Peterson is as good as Kobe? Probably not. So I'm gonna move Mo Pete, I think, down to C tier.
He's
not that I want
fine.
to, but I have to. I like his release overall. I do. Shifty dribble style. I like him being 6'7". He's just not quite that next level good. If you got Mo Pete, you got a solid card, just not next level good. And same thing with Pascal Siakam. He's a good card.
Siakam down a tier. Things better than him.
Right? They're gonna give you
Leighton is better.
the same thing. It's just okay, but when you got guys like Hakeem and KG at B tier, I don't
better.
think these guys are as good as them. And Patrick Ewing is even a tier above those guys that we just talked about. Patrick Ewing at power forward is so elite. And again, I don't use Patrick Ewing. I haven't used him too much. I don't really play the game like that, or I've taken a little, mental break from it. But I mean, you look at Patrick Ewing. Let's start with jump shot 4 on quick. Let's just start with that. Okay. Let's start with jump shot 4 on quick. Combine that with fundamental dribble style. Great stat-wise, badge-wise, the card to lead. Patrick Ewing is up there for being one of the best power forwards in the game. He's lucky we got, these other cards that can definitely hoop, but Patrick Ewing might get moved up. He's that good. Paul mid-George is not very good. Throw him in there with all the small forwards we got at C tier. We might move one down here.
I'm sorry, like, why are, like, Cam Reddish and RJ back? Why is Cam Reddish on this list? I'm sorry, why is Cam Reddish? Cam Reddish is better than Paul George. He's straight up better than Paul George. And so is RJ Barrett. If you put RJ Barrett in D tier, I'm going to snap.
Not very good in my team. Wreck it. Ralph Sampson is going all the way up to A tier. Look, you guys can...
Again, Arvydas Sabonis is better than both Ralph and Yao. Arvydas is better than both of them.
Hate Ralph if you want to, but my question to you guys is, how much better is Yao than Ralph? Maybe a little bit, but it's not by much.
He's not.
And I will stay firm.
Sabonis is better than both of them.
Way better. Obviously, Yao is a little bit taller. Badge-wise, Ralph is better. I think it's really close, and nobody wants to sit here and talk about how good.
Sabonis, yeah, we all know how good Ralph is. The problem is that the 2 days later, Sabonis was better than both of them came out.
Ralph Sampson is, and he's even free. Now, Ray Allen, look, I gotta throw him in B tier because he is that tier, but as a level 40 reward, he was kind of a letdown, and it's just...
He's the same tier as Clay.
We got who the other day that is so much better than Ray Allen. You look at the S tier shooting guard. I mean, we've got Giannis at shooting guard, and they gave us Ray Allen as a level 40. Are you kidding me, 2K? We've got to do a little bit more. Hopefully in the future, level 40s, keep getting better, but he's still a B tier caliber player. RJ Barrett, and I want you guys to listen closely to me. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for
I agree. I'm perfectly fine with C tier on this list.
First Landon, RJ Barrett. Sorry for not gassing the card up enough. RJ Barrett is so elite in my team. He's still C tier though, and I'm not saying that
he is C tier. That's not enough.
12 Hall of Fame badges. It's just that simple. He's not necessarily that next tier good. Do like the Scotty behind the back, quick dribble style, Rudy base on quick. Maybe he is that B tier good. And I think he is. And you guys can hate me for putting him there. I think
I wouldn't, but I don't hate it. Just get him out of the same tier as Ferry. Just Ferry's so much better.
He is as good as the likes of Kobe, the likes of Clay at this point. If you're talking about base card versus base card, I think he is that good. Now, Rudy is next level good. Forget being that good. Rudy is next level good. He's an A tier player.
Yeah, but he's not as good as Danny Ferry.
And he's cheap. It's crazy how many cheap cards we have in my team that are A tier caliber of players. It really is crazy to me. When you look at Rudy up and down, the card is very solid. He just is. Rudy base, quick dribble style, Scotty behind the back. He just all around is really solid in my team. Now I'm looking at my list and I don't see Kristaps Porzingis. Now I was to rate Kristaps Porzingis his base card, I'd have him at B tier. You guys might have him in C tier. I'd have him at B tier. Who's going in F tier? Is Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is absolutely terrible in real life, and he's absolutely terrible in the game. I mean,
yeah, but like there is this weird exploit that nobody guards him at the 3-point line. If someone off balls, they will leave him wide open at the 3-point line. It's hilarious.
And I used to stick up for Russ when nobody else did. That's over with. Russ, absolutely terrible, both in real life and 2K. Scottie Pippen going all the way up to A tier. I love Scottie. Scottie Pippen will always have a special place in my heart. Always and forever. There's nothing that's ever going to change that. What he did
Scottie's wrist so good.
I was down bad. Willing me back in game 1. I mean, he did so much for me. He's going to go under the radar. People are going to slander his release. Scottie Pippen is all around absolutely incredible. Shaq. You do like inside bigs is really solid. I'm going to put him in B tier because, again, he is probably the best interior big, the most dominant interior big in the entire game. Really fast, really good defensively, good player build. Shaq, in my opinion, is a guy I'd rather run than Dwight Howard. Sean Kemp, he's got to go B tier. Definitive random at 250, so I can't really slander him too much, but I'm sorry. Sean Kemp is just not that next level good. He is cheesy. He is definitely cheesy.
I agree.
Sean Kemp, good 3-ball, good speed, has quick dribble style. So Kobe size of escape. He is cheesy. There's no question about it, but I just have a hard time seeing Sean Kemp with that release being any higher than B tier. Steph Curry, look.
Maybe you could argue A. I mean, Steph's D.
If you don't think Steph Curry is at D tier, like he'll be C tier. I'm fine putting Steph Curry.
I think Jazz better, but I'm fine. Ooh, I'd move Gary Payton down as well.
In C tier, but the card is just not very good.
He's so much worse than Lonzo. He's so much worse than Lonzo.
And I know, guys. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, Steph. He's terrible defensively. He has 69 strength. I will dog Steph Curry out.
He's so much worse than Lonzo.
Like, I really will. Okay. Anyways, Terry Dishinger is going into A tier. Basically, just a better RJ Barrett. The best way I can phrase it.
Yeah. Actually, sorry. If RJ Barrett's in B tier, Terry Dishinger's A tier.
Is he as good as Chris Mullin? I don't think so. But the dentist man is solid enough in my tier. If you like me, I would never have done so. But you got a good card. Thurl Bailey. At this stage, I'm putting in C tier. I mean, you can argue.
I mean, considering B tier is Danny Ferry, he's not even close to Danny Ferry. But again, can we not forget, Ty, you yourself have stated that Thurl Bailey, Evoed, is better than a base Galaxy Opal Giannis Antetokounmpo. You yourself have also said that Larry Nance base is better than a base Giannis Antetokounmpo Opal. You have said that. That is not from my mouth. I have also said it. I fully stand by that statement. I don't think Giannis is that good. I think they should both be the same tier, which should be B tier, but I stand by that statement. You have made a statement and then have them 2 tiers apart. Why is that? Why is that?
Argue D tier if you want. I just think Thurl Bailey with his height, his versatility, his player model, his release, which is smooth, is
Get
very
Giannis.
solid.
Get Giannis at
Not
A.
next level good, not the best in the game, but overall a very, very
With
solid
50
card.
hops, he's different.
A lot of people gas Tim Duncan. I think he's B tier. Right with Hakeem Olajuwon.
He's also better than Giannis.
Right, I don't think Tim Duncan's bad. I don't think he's great. I think he is right with Hakeem Olajuwon. It's that simple. I'm not trying to sit here and slander cards, but what is he doing better than Hakeem? Yes, defensively is a little bit better. Sure, playmaking-wise, he might be better than Hakeem.
He's
Hakeem
chick.
is just that little bit taller. I like Hakeem's wild player.
He's more
A
chick.
little bit more.
If you have Tyler Hansbrough anything lower than C tier, when you've got Siakam and Dolph in C tier, Dolph and Tyler Hansbrough are basically the equivalent, and Psycho T is so much better than Siakam.
That's simple. Wherever Dolph Chase is, where I'm having Tyler.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
No,
cool with that.
I lied. Look, guys, I lied. Hansbrough is a little taller, has the same release. He's just not quite as good.
Yes, he is. His player build. Dolph skinny. Tyler has Psycho T. He's got a big player build. You have not used Psycho T enough. You have not used Psycho T enough if you're putting Psycho T in Cedar. Psycho T's better than Leitner. He's better than Manning. Psycho T's so much better. I have Psycho T. I have Siakam. Siakam does not touch my team. He has not touched my team in a month. Psycho T is my start. It starts sometimes for me. There is not even a debate. Psycho T is so damn good. He's so much better than Siakam. He's better than Thurl.
Hansbrough is going to go into B tier.
Unpopular opinion, Psycho T is as good as the freaking Galaxy Opal Giannis that you've put in A tier. Off rip. Again, your 75 Hall of Fame badge Giannis is definitely better than Psycho T, but the base Giannis, Psycho T is as good as him.
D tier is not bad, though. D tier is a tier of not bad. Dolph is just, gives me a little bit more than Hansbrough in
But he's way smaller. Way smaller.
my opinion. That's why I use C tier. Another guy I'm going to put at B tier is Wilt. Now,
Wilt and
you guys
Shaq,
might
same
argue
tier.
Wilt at C tier. I'm going to put him at B tier. You guys might argue him at C tier. And if you do argue Wilt at C tier, what I want you guys to kind of note of is Wilt's player build is in defensive animations are some that nobody else in the game will ever
I
do.
agree.
I mean, it's just that simple. From the Pink Diamond Wilt to this Wilt, they were absolutely incredible.
First off, I'm not even going to argue Mullen.
Well, so this is my tier list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more player in S tier.
2 point guards, 2 guards, 2 small forwards. Why is LeBron in S tier? Move Ewing up. Ewing or Bobo. I'd move Ferry up, but you've got Ferry in B tier for some reason.
I low-key need a power forward or a center. So let's go.
I mean, Danny Ferry. Danny Ferry works. We have him in B tier.
Okay, Yao is an option. Patrick Ewing definitely.
You've said Yao is an option when you don't even have Arvydas Sabonis on the list who's better than him.
Option. Artist is definitely an option. I love Bobo. So let's get down to it. At power forward, whatever that Bobo or Patrick Ewing. This stage, probably Patrick Ewing. I'm putting Patty Ewing up
Okay, I'm cool with it. Not going to argue. I think Ferry's better, but I'm not going to argue.
in S tier. I am. You guys don't have to agree with me, but that is my...
Why is LeBron in S tier? Like, come on. Considering the fact you've got like Ralph and Yao and this Giannis in A. Yeah, LeBron is actually one of the better players in A. But why is Braun in... Swap Braun down 1 tier and move Ferry up 2, and that's this list, your top 10, I'm not going to argue. Get Ferry into there and move Braun down a tier for Braun, and I'm not going to argue that top 10. But Ferry in B tier. Like, what are we doing?
Ultimate tier list. I want to know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video.
So anyway, yeah, that's the tier list. So goes up the tie, obviously. And again, obviously, any one of my reactions are obviously overly exaggerated for entertainment purposes. Anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.